How's it going, y'all fellers? Welcome back to me playing Pokemon Platinum. This is part 12 of our fantastic Let's Play in this fantastic game. So join me, come along, hop on the boat, hop on the train, hop on the car, hop on the scooter, hop on the motorcycle. Did I already say that one? I don't know. Hop on the hop on the raft. Hop on the hop on the underground train. What are those? A subway. Hop on the subway. Hop on the oh gosh. What are other modes of transportation? Shoot. What are those little scooter things that you can like rent in like Italy? Vespa. Hop on the Vespa. Hop on the tricycle. Tricycles. Those are a good mode of transportation, especially if you are 5. Especially if you're 5. Hop on the unicycle. Good mode of transportation, especially if you're a clown. Hop on the... You know what? Actually, here's the thing. Everybody leave a comment. Tell me your age, profession, and your favorite color, and I will tell you the best mode of transportation for you. Do it. Do it right now. My channel's so small, I can answer to every single comment. That's how cool having a small channel is. I sure do love being a small channel. So go ahead, comment down below, and I can finally end this bit now. I think it's gone on for long enough. Probably too long, honestly. Probably too long of a bit. I'm gonna just say it. Probably too long of a bit that one was. Anyway, welcome back. I actually had to look up in between recording sessions what number of the playthrough this was. Turns out it's part 12. We're already on part 12. That's crazy. I did 10 live streams. 11 really, if you count both parts of part 5. If you remember that whole debacle. Yeah, man, part 12. That is nuts. That is nuts that we're doing part 12 of this. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. It means I've been playing this game for like over 12 hours. It's like, what? What? I've been playing this game for like over 12 hours? Are you kidding me? Crazy. Sam, I'm recording this is literally the same recording session as the last one. Sorry to ruin the illusion. I know you're seeing it probably like 3 days later if you're a day 1 upload type of person. Shout out to my day 1 upload type people. Thank you for watching this on the day that it uploads. Appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you. Let me just consult my list of typical YouTube things that people say. And smash the notification bell to get notification, to get updates on when I upload videos. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, whatever, you know. I'm sorry, I'm running out on time today. I didn't have coffee this morning, which I never have coffee in the mornings, but like today especially, I didn't have coffee. I had negative amounts of coffee this morning, and what the heck? My man just pulled out polygons. My man summoned the polygons to fight for him. What the heck? I mean, he is Porygon. So maybe it makes sense. Maybe I should not be surprised. I probably just should not be surprised. Anyway, I didn't have time to finish my script this morning. You know, every single one of my episodes is scripted. So yeah, it's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, dude. Sometimes you're just gotta go off the cuff. So you know what? Actually, this is cool. We're doing the improv episode. This is the improv episode of this playthrough. So welcome everybody to my improv show. Can I get a quote from some? Wait. What just happened? I was too busy riffing to actually notice what happened. Okay, that was kind of whack. Kind of whack, a little bit whack even. Not that much of a fan of that, actually. Gotta say. Okay, but you know what? I'll tell you what. We are going to we are going to look up. No, not that. Sorry, I know I said that I can like now look at my overlay and stuff and multitask, but I can't do this. Okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I pulled up. We're gonna, ready? You ready for this? No, I'm not gonna, we're gonna do, oh, I didn't mean to actually cut. I wanted to, hold on. No, we're gonna, oh, I see, okay, hold on, ready? No, wait, that's not how I want that to go. Hold on. There we go, that's what I wanted. Okay, so I have an improv suggestion word. This is the improv episode of the playthrough. Alright, we're gonna get a word, and I am now going to improv with that word for the rest of this episode. That's right, that's what we're gonna be doing. Improv episode. Let's go, baby. And our word is... Alright, and our word is vampire. I can't believe, of all the words I could have gotten, I got that word. Okay, so we're not going to run with that word. Sorry if you were looking forward to that one, but vampire is our word. So yesterday, I was talking to my good friend, Boris from Transylvania. That is his name. That is not a cap. I'm not capping right now. I did meet a friend, not even meet a friend. He's been my longtime friend. I've known him for a long time. I've known him for forever, it seems, you know? One of those friends. Like, you know him for forever. Known him for so long. Boris and I, we go way back. But yesterday, y'all, he told me something. He told me something on the DL. And I was not supposed to tell anybody. You know, I'm not supposed to tell anybody what he said to me. You know? But I just gotta get it out. I just gotta talk to somebody, you know? And therapy is way too expensive, so like y'all are my speech therapy. So I'm gonna tell you what he told me. Right, this man, Boris, he told me something. Right, and it shook me. I was shook me to my core. He told me that he was dating a vampire. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm dating a vampire. And I was like, dude, you're dating a vampire? That's nuts. He was like, yeah, dude, I'm dating a vampire. That's nuts. And I was like, dude, that is nuts. And he was like, dude, it's nuts. And I was like, dude, that is crazy. And he was like, dude, it's nuts. So he's dating a vampire, right? And I was like, dude, what's her name? And he was like, dude, her name is Vladimirina. And I'm like, Vladimirina? That's nuts, dude. I'm not realizing that I actually have a friend named Marina, so maybe this is weird. Never mind. Her name was Vladimira. No, I have a friend named Myra. That's also still weird. Her name was Vladina. Yeah, I don't know anybody named Dina. Okay, this is chill. So he's like, yeah, dude, her name is Dina. Or Vladidina. No, Vladina. Yeah, that's her name. And I'm like, dude, that's nuts. What is up with Vladimira? And he's like, dude, she is a vampire. And I was like, yes, I know, we've already established that. But like, dude, why'd you tell me that? And he was like, dude, like, we haven't kissed yet. And I'm like, that's cool. Take it at your own pace. You don't need, like, you know, honestly, the physical thing's superficial. Physical affection is superficial. And honestly, it's more about the heart to heart. It's more about personality. And he's like, no, that's not the point. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry for interrupting your story. Please go on. And he's like, yo, we haven't kissed yet. And I'm like, okay, go on. And he's like, because she's a vampire. And I was like, yes, we've established this like thrice now. Please, like, get to your point, dude. Come on. And he's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's okay, just get to your point. He's like, okay. And he said, look. Ooh, a warm bed? Wait, hold on. Wait. A warm bed and little else. For whatever reason, I read that as a warm bed and a little something else, and I was like, do I want the cut? I was worried. Let's just put it that way. I was worried. Anyway, so I'm talking to my friend Boris, and I just did it, okay. I just got up, hit that snooze button, and went right back to bed, you know what I'm saying? Where are my snoozers at? Anyway. So I'm talking to Boris. He's like, yo, we haven't kissed yet. I'm like, okay. He's like, because she's a vampire. I'm scared. I'm scared that if she kisses me, she's gonna do a little nibble, and I'm gonna be turned into a vampire. And I'm like, that is a valid concern. I've heard of people who got kissed by a vampire, and like, yo, it's not a pretty story. Yeah. What is it? I'm not gonna comment on what she just said. because I don't want to offend anybody. But also thick fat. Anyway, so I'm like, yo, it's chill, dude. Like, you don't have to kiss, you know? And honestly, if that's like an issue, you know, and if that's like an issue, if that's something that like you're incompatible with and it bothers you, like maybe she's just not the one for you. Maybe you just like don't be with her, you know? Like that's an option. Like it's not a happy option, don't get me wrong. Like obviously if you want to be with her, like that's chill. But obviously, you know, if there's incompatibility there, then it's just incompatible, and it's just not cool, and you just gotta nip it in the bud, you know, that's what I say. And he said, dude, that's really insensitive, like, I care about her a lot, like, why would you say that? And I was like, I'm sorry, Boris, I didn't mean to. So he's telling me about this issue, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, well, how much do I care? How much do I care about this, you know, because, like, obviously, he's my friend, we go way back, I've established this. Boris is my very real friend who I go way back with. But at the same time, I'm like, man, it's kind of weird, because I don't exactly know what to say. Like, you know those situations where your friend's telling you, what, about their issues, and you're just sitting there and you're like, man, I sympathize, but I cannot empathize. Or wait, is it the other way around? Anyway, you're like, I understand that this is a problem, but also, I don't understand what you're talking about, dude. Like, I cannot connect with this whatsoever. So I'm sitting there and I'm feeling weird, you know, I got like that weird friend vibe going on. You know, it's not like he's a weird person. It's not like he's a weird friend. But like, I just feel I just feel weird, and also I'm a friend, like separately. So I'm sitting there, and he's like, yeah, dude, we don't kiss. And I'm like, dude, it's fine. And he's like, no, it's not fine, because I want to kiss her, but also I can't, because she's a vampire. And I'm like, dude, that bites. There's the punchline. Okay, next improv. Did I not cut back to Pokemon? Man, I'm such a dope. I'm such a doofus. Okay, well, we're gonna get our new word. Cowboy! Alright now, y'all, we're gonna head on over to the Pokemon now. Head over to Pokemon, and we gonna talk a little bit about Pokemon. Let me tell y'all a little bit about Pokemon. So, we gonna hold up. Okay, we good. So we gonna, oh wait, no, we're not good. Okay, there we go. So, let me tell you a little bit about this Golduck, alright? So I once had a farm. I apologize to everybody who has like a southern or western accent, because I'm A, butchering this probably, most likely, and and B, it's probably not going to get any better. Sorry, I just feel like I have to establish that. Okay, into the bed. So let me tell you all about this Golduck here. So one time I had a Golduck. I had a ranch full of Golduck. Golducks? What is the plural form of Golduck? You know, I don't like this bit. Actually. We're just real chill. Awesome, level up. That's sweet. Also, I'm gonna go over here, and no, not that. No. All right, go over here. Get yourself a new word. I didn't transition, but there you go. Our word is taxonomy. So I have this friend, and his name, her name, sorry, is Doris. I had this friend named Doris, and she was talking to me the day before yesterday, because obviously it wasn't really talking to me yesterday. Yesterday I was talking with Boris, my good friend Boris, but the day before yesterday we were talking with Doris, who's my good friend Doris, and she was telling me about her job. And we're fairly new friends, so it's like, you know, we don't know each other that well, and like, there's no romantic interest, don't worry about that, but like, you know, we're just friends, like mutual friends, you know, we know each other through Boris, actually, funnily enough, coincidence, right? And she was telling me about her job, and her job is actually taxonomy, she was telling me about taxonomy, and she was like, yo, my favorite taxonomy thing to do, honestly, and this is actually really topical, it's really funny that we got this topic, because she was like, yo, my favorite taxonomy thing to do is to taxonomy animals, obviously, because you taxonomy animals, but to taxon, what is the verb for taxonomy? Is it to tax on? Do you tax on animals? I know the government tax on me, or taxes on, whatever, you get the joke, but, what is the verb to taxonomize? Taxonomize? Maybe it's taxon. That sounds right. Taxonomize. Anyway, so she's like, my favorite thing to taxonomize is animals, obviously, but I like to taxonomize them to look like Pokemon. And I'm like, yo, what? She's like, yeah, dude, you taxonomize them. You just, like, you know, you just kind of snip, you know, just make them look like Pokemon. And I'm like, that seems extremely unethical. And she's like, I mean, hey, people buy it, so, like, whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's, you know, you gotta make a living somehow, I guess. And, you know, it's not, I mean, it's kind of awful, but, like, it's probably not the worst thing in the world, right? I mean, you could be, like, doing worse things. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, anyway, so Pokemon. And I'm like, yeah, Pokemon. And she's like, yeah, so I like to taxonomize them to look like Pokemon, you know? Like, you get a little lizard, you know, a little lizard boy, make him look like a lizard Pokemon. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, make him look like Gabite. And I'm like, wow, that's great. Hey, did you know, the funniest thing, I actually am doing a playthrough of Pokemon on my YouTube channel, right? And she's like, yeah, really? And I'm like, yeah, dude, like, I actually have a Gabite. Like, it's kind of nuts, actually, how this all works out. And she's like, man, that is kind of funny, actually. I had no clue that you were doing that thing on your YouTube channel, Mr. Snark. I had no clue that you were doing that on your YouTube. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy, you know, these crazy coincidences, how they happen, right? And she's like, yeah, crazy. So anyway, I'm like, yo, so you taxonomize these animals, make them look like Pokemon, right? And she's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, do you really, like, love that? Like, is that, like, you went to school for that, and you were like, man, this is what I want to do? And she was like, yeah, it was. I mean, I didn't really realize about... If my dog barks one more time, I will obliterate her. As a joke, in a video game, not actually. I love my dog, I love my pooch. My pooch is great, but she has a very annoying bark. I gotta say, her bark is... Oh! It fills me with the rage. Like nothing else. Actually, it doesn't fill me with rage, it just fills me with the sense of, like, man, my dog has an annoying bark. I wish she would stop that. Anyway, talking to Doris. Doris is like, yo, I was not, like, so I went to taxonomy school, right? I went to the, Sanduskinville, School of Taxonomy, and I was like, really? What state is that? And she was like, California? And I was like, man, that's really cool. And she was like, yeah, but I went there for taxonomy, and you used Reflect. Why would you use Reflect, Mr. Mime? That is an awful thing to do. Why would you do this to me, Mr. Mime? Why would you use who do you think you are? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Actually, most people don't know who I am, so I guess he's got a point there, I guess, actually. I should probably just keep my cool and be respectful. So she went to this school for taxonomy, and she's like, yo, initially, I just wanted to taxonomize, you know? Like, that's all I wanted to do, you know? It's just been a passion of mine ever since I was a wee lass. And I was like, man, that's like one of the 3 things of the serial killer trifecta, actually. So maybe you shouldn't have, like, did you also bedwet and also light on fires? Because if you did, if the answer is yes to either one of those questions or both, I might want to not associate with myself with you anymore. I might want to get out, actually. And she said, no, I didn't do any of those things. And I said, okay, well, that's good, because I actually thought that in my head, and I didn't actually, like, ask her that. But it was kind of weird that she knew that I thought that, and she just answered. But, like, whatever, it's cool. You know, sometimes people overshare, and I get it. So she is like, yo, I just wanted to taxonomize, but then, you know, in college, you get a little stressed. You get stressed in college. It's true. You do get stressed in college. What's the stress hormone? That cortisol starts pumping. It starts pumping through your head. You know, you get kind of stressed. You know, you gotta find something to take the edge off. Some people do weed. Some people do other things that are not ethical and are not good for you, and you shouldn't do. But me, I did Pokemon, and I was like, man, Doris, that's cool. That's a good choice that you didn't do drugs and instead you did Pokemon, so that you could then take that into your future career, taxonomizing animals and butchering them so that you can make them look like Pokemon. Man, this bit got kind of dark, didn't it? It got kind of dark. I didn't mean for it to get this dark, but it kind of got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to get this dark. It kind of did. It kind of did get that dark. So you know, I'm going to switch, actually. I'm going to switch our prompt. Let's get a new improv prompt. No, it's not. I keep doing this. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at the whole like video thing. Videos are hard, dude. Birthday. This is actually, honestly, quite topical. It's kind of amusing that I got this one actually of all the prompts, because actually this gives me something to actually talk about, like for real. So the 21st, which was on this Sunday, the Sunday that I am recording this, or the Sunday before I upload this video, this is going up on a Thursday. The Sunday before was actually a very important birthday. Very important birthday for me. Oh God, what did I just do? Okay, cool. I thought I broke it. I accidentally pressed the. I think I did it twice again. This is so sad. Anyway, so this. What am I trying to say? What am I even doing? I'm like running out of ideas to say, and I'm not even like halfway through what I'm trying to do. Like, what the heck? What the heck kind of a content creator am I? I'm an awful content creator because I can't even maintain a conversation. I don't have any social skills, and I can't even maintain a conversation with myself. I can't even do it. I can't even talk to myself. I can't even do it. I can't even. Like, I could odd, but I can't even. Is that a good bit? That might have been a good bit. Might have also been an awful bit. Anyway, so birthdays. 21st. This past Sunday. Very important birthday. Y'all already know what it is. Man, this wasn't good. This was awful. Why did I even switch him in? Bidding. You constantly disappoint me. Like, just constantly. Never mind. You're faster. Never mind. You're good. As long as you kill him. If you don't kill him, I'll still be disappointed. Nice! Good job, Bidding. Good job. Good boy. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. How many points is that? 14? No, not even. It's like 17. That's like 17 points that I just got across all my stats. What on earth? That was nuts. That was a nuts level up. Anyway, so very important birthday in my life. It was actually the 21st of June. It was actually the birthday of none other than Juan de Biedma, who, if you don't know, is my favorite Smash Bros. Player, also known as Hungry Box more popularly, you know. So, you know, pretty cool for him. And also is my brother's birthday, so, you know, happy birthday, bro, or whatever. I'm kidding, actually, happy birthday, for real. Dude, if you're watching this, which you probably aren't, because he doesn't even watch. What does that say about me, that my brother doesn't watch my YouTube channel? Probably means I don't advertise it in my own house, because, you know, why would I, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's one thing when you have only, like, 14 subscribers, and you're as unbelievably talented as I am, naturally. We can, I mean, if the past 23 and a half minutes have not been evidence enough that I'm amazing at carrying on a conversation, then I don't know what is. But, you know, it's one thing to have, like, you know, 14 subscribers. Really 13 when you think about it, because one of those subscribers is me, just my other account, you know, if we're being for real. But also, it's an entirely different thing when you have like 15 subscribers or like even 20 subscribers, but most of them are your family. No offense to my family members who have subscribed, appreciate y'all. But you know, when it's the family that you live with, like in your house, you know, it's like why would they do that? You know, it's kind of like, you don't need to do that because you could just be like in the room. Like my brother could be sitting right behind me and like, you know, just like chilling, watching me play this game rather than subscribing to my YouTube. You know, like it's just weird. It's kind of weird champ to have it like that. You know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just prejudiced. Maybe I'm prejudiced against I don't know, YouTube subscribers. I don't know. I appreciate everybody who subscribes to me. Disclaimer: I appreciate everybody who watches my stuff, because it's the only. I mean, it's not the only reason I make things. Obviously, I do enjoy just like the creative process behind it, even if the creative process is just me sitting here talking like an idiot for half an hour, you know. But I do appreciate it and I do enjoy it, and it's chill. It's fun. So I have reasons to do it. Just the fact that other people watch it and other people enjoy it and give me feedback on it, which people do occasionally. That's just kind of like extra credit. It's just it's an extra cool thing that people do, and I appreciate. So yeah, I mean, but I appreciate everybody who subscribes to me, who comments on my videos, who just talks to me about YouTube. It's just really cool to see that happen. So yeah, that kind of started out as like a nonsense rant, like what I've been doing this entire episode. But yeah, you got kind of real at the end, which is kind of cool, So for the first time this episode, I'm actually going to talk seriously about the game. I don't like the fact that 2 of my Pokemon have status conditions and that Bidding is almost dead, but I think it's fine. I don't think we have that much further to go before we get to the gym. Maybe. I don't know where we are. This is like the part of the game that I'm like almost least familiar with. Although frankly, it's been a while since I played Platinum, so I'm not super familiar with anything really. Man, the snow is so deep. I cannot walk, dog. I'm walking so slowly, dog. What the heck is this? Come on. Just let me get there. That's all I want. Should we do another improv prompt? Should we do one more? Should we do one? This is actually, I kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this idea of doing improv prompts while playing, just because it gives me something to talk about. Even if it's a dumb story about my friend Doris or Boris, like honestly, ooh, rock point. I should probably find that. That'd be good. Is it the one right behind his house? That'd be funny if it was. Cool. Sick. So glad. That's mine now, by the way. I'm stealing that. That is my HM now, dude. Should not have dropped it. Kinda sad for you. This guy scares me. He's going one at a time. What the heck? He's so methodical. Alright, I have to react to him going down and go up at that exact frame that he starts going down. Boom! There we go. Look at that skill. Look at that skill. Look at that amazing frame perfect evasion. My dog is barking again. At what though? At nothing? She did it once more. Man, the problem with doing these recording sessions is that my voice always gets so shot. Like if you've seen any of my live streams or my VODs, I'm shaking around my water right now, by the way. Is this good ASMR? Is that good ASMR? Maybe? I don't know. Let me know if that's good ASMR in the comments. But the thing about my voice is that it always gets so shot, especially at the end of this is not a good matchup for me. Especially by the end of an hour and a half of just straight doing a live stream, my voice is so tired, dog. I cannot. I'm just done. I'm so tired after those live streams. I gotta say, honestly, it might not seem like it, but I'm so tired. I get so worn out by it. So I am going to do a non sequitur here. Let's do another improv. Prompt. Let's do it. Pull it up here. Do the beautiful transition. Wow, so cool. And our new word, mail. Wow. Alright, y'all. Let's talk about mail. There's a lot of things that you can send in the mail. Some of them good, most of them bad. There's a lot of bad things that you could send in the mail. Let's be honest, okay? I think it's time we talk about this. I think it's time we have this talk. There's a lot of bad things you can send in mail. Let me list a few for you. There's a lot of bad things that I think you should know. I think you should know about these bad things before you accidentally send them. I mean, wouldn't that be weird? That'd be pretty weird, champ, if you accidentally sent a bad thing in the mail. And then the recipient was like, man, that's a bad thing. I don't like that they sent it to me. I wish somebody had warned them about the dangers of sending bad stuff in the mail sooner. Alright, so let's just go through a few. The first bad thing that you could send in the mail, breakup letter. You know, I mean, honestly, nobody wants to think about it, but let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it for a second. A breakup letter, you don't want to have your breakup letter sent through the mail, all right? Like, that's just sad. That just sucks. Like, it's one thing to like break up from somebody like through text, you know, like that's one thing, and that's like obviously breaking up with somebody through text or asking somebody out through text, obviously have their own connotations. I don't even need to go into it. But breaking up with somebody through mail, like if I get broken up with, I don't want to feel like John Hancock, like, reached through history and is breaking up with me through my mailbox. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to feel like I'm the recipient. Here's a good way to put it. I don't want to feel like England when the Declaration of Independence was written. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the most famous breakup letter in history. You know? America was like, hey, Britain, we've been together for a while. And, frankly, I owe a lot of what I have to you. You know? Frankly, I wouldn't even be here except for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if not for you, I would still be occupied by Native Americans who'd be happily living their lives, you know? But, and you know, granted, it was only with your help that we were able to violently take their land from them and forcibly, you know, evolve the civilization that we have today. But Britain, it's just not working out. I think that we are just not compatible anymore. You've changed, Britain. You have. And I don't know what George has been telling you. I don't know what, you know, I don't know exactly what you think anymore, but it clearly is just not working out between us. And I think that it's time that we put this to an end. I think that we do. I think that it's time that we go our separate ways, and that we, you know, go the ways that are best for us. Because, you know, I think we owe it to ourselves that we do what is best for ourselves, right? Like obviously we want to look out for our own health, and we want to be, you know, as healthy as we can in our relationships with other people. And I think that it's just best if we do that separate from each other. Like, I don't think that us being in a relationship with each other is good for our relationships in general, is good for us in general. I just don't think that, I think that any good that once was coming out of it is not there anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I don't feel the same, and any feelings that were there originally, I didn't mean to use them, any feelings that were there originally, they aren't there anymore. So, I'm sorry, but this is it. Goodbye, Britain. Sincerely, John Adams, Samuel Adams, Josiah Bartlett, Carter Braxton, Charles Carroll, Samuel Chase, Abraham Clark, George Kleiner, William Ellery, William Floyd, Benjamin Franklin, Elbridge Gerry, Button Gwinnett, Lyman Hall, John Hancock, Benjamin Harrison, John Hart, Joseph Hughes, Thomas Hayward Jr., William Hooper, Stephen Hopkins, Francis Hopkinson, Samuel Huntington, Thomas Jefferson, Francis Lightfoot Lee, Richard Henry Lee, Francis Lewis, Philip Livingston, Thomas Stents Jr., Thomas McKean, Arthur Middleton, Lewis Morris, Robert Morris, John Morris, Thomas Nelson Jr., William Paca, Robert Treat Payne. Aight, sure. John Penn, George Red. What did George read? Okay, whatever. Caesar Rodney, George Ross, Benjamin Drive Rush, Benjamin Durer Rush, Edward Rutledge, Roger Sherman, James Smith, Richard Stockton, Thomas Stone, George Taylor, Matthew Thornton, George Walton, William Whipple, William Williams? Okay. James Wilson, John Witherspoon, Oliver Wolcott, and George Wythe. There were that many signers of the Declaration of Independence? Really? Really? That's a lot. I thought it was going to be like 13 dudes. I thought it was going to be like a few dudes. You know, I didn't. I was not expecting that many dudes to have signed that piece of paper. I'm going to be honest. Did not foresee it. But hey, you learn something new every day. I guess that's the takeaway here. Learn something new every day. Oh boy. Well, today I learned that there were a lot of signers of the Declaration of Independence. Today, you learned that you should not send breakup letters through the mail. And today, we learn I don't know, taxonomy is unethical.